I have Diego and Federico from RatsDAO joining me on this episode to talk about the project that they've been working on. It's quite interesting. I've only know a little bit about it, but here we are to talk a little bit more, get a better understanding of what these guys are trying to do with fractionalized ownership of NFTs in the Cardano ecosystem. So Diego, Federico, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I get a little bit of a background behind you guys and how you got into the crypto space and how you ended up in Cardano as well? So start with you, Diego.
Okay. Well, I started in 2017 in the previous bull run. Like everybody else, I just found out Bitcoin and then start like moving into other coins in the middle of a market that was pretty good. But then came the bear market and I started studying about this. Then create a podcast. And well, finally, I end up here in Cardano doing some projects, thanks to one of the listeners of the podcast, which is one of the co-founders of RatsDAO, Agustin.
Yep.
That he brought the idea that he was very enthusiastic about the NFTs in Cardano that were in a very good moment middle last year, around June, July.
Yep.
So we start thinking about how we can help the Latin American community to get into this new asset class. Well, we create the RatsDAO, the idea about that time, and then, well, here we are.
And what about yourself?
Well, I started around 2013 working with Bitcoin, started mining Bitcoin. Since then I was studying and being involved, and when Diego started with RatsDAO project, I heard about it, I jumped about it, and I started collaborating with the community, and the things were moving, and we realized we started working together and doing different things in all these core things.
Federico is one who's running the OneMate stake pool, which is part of the RatsDAO ecosystem, so to speak.
Gotcha. 2013, that's quite an early start in the Bitcoin space.
Yeah. I had a spike over there. I started mining with my CPU.
Oh, back then. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So far, then I got mixed up with empty gox and all that trash.
Yeah.
So, long story short, here I am, trying with new things, and I feel really comfortable with the Cardano environment. So I'm still here now for the long run.
Amazing. All right. So now you started RatsDAO.
Yes.
Can we get an explanation of exactly what it is and why you guys started it?
Well, RatsDAO, as the title says, is a DAO. A DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. It's this new way to organize capital and people around some purpose that is natively for Web3. So RatsDAO is an organization. And one of its main objectives is to provide access, democratize the access to blue chip NFTs that are pretty expensive for people from all around the world that cannot spend like $2,000 into a space bat or something like that. Yeah. So we can bring them access or exposure to that asset class by joining a fund that holds a lot of these NFTs. Yep. So with a small investment, you can be part of this movement. Also, you can learn, because the DAO is not only about investment but also about learning. A lot of people join Cardano thanks to RatsDAO, not only Cardano native. So that's what we are doing right now. But as it is a DAO, the DAO can decide by itself.
Yeah.
Yes. At the moment, it's making their own decisions. People are bringing different proposals for what to do. We have created different working groups, so anybody can jump in and start working and start bringing value from their other businesses or other enterprises. We have working groups for marketing, working groups for legal stuff, for everything that a company needs to move around and to make decisions, and they can also get paid in RAT token, which is really good. It's one of the utilities of our token, and so far we're really happy for what happened these 2 days before with the CNFTCon here.
Did you get a chance to meet many of your RatsDAO's members or anything like that?
Yes, quite a lot actually.
Yeah.
Quite a lot. We brought like 50 of these T-shirts.
Yep.
And we give them all. So
I missed out.
Wow. Actually, there were not enough. A lot of people, a lot of support. It's amazing the support in person. We met a lot of amazing people with a lot of ideas, enthusiastic energy, and I felt like very supported by the community.
Yeah.
So very, very happy with meeting a lot of RatsDAO holders and supporters.
That's amazing. So as a part of the DAO, what type of NFTs do you guys have? Like what are you guys holding? What was your first major purchase?
Well, we have the, for example, one berry.
A berry.
Berry, yes.
Nice.
One of the 100 berries. We have more than 30 space baths.
30.
Yeah.
30. Wow.
30,
okay.
yes.
I've got one. I'm happy with the one.
Well, that's quite a lot.
Yeah.
You're lucky. We have 82 climates.
82 climate. 82. Okay.
Climates, like 18 climate Gurchalot, something like that.
There's a little bit more of 500 different NFTs.
That's a big collection. That's
it's big.
very, very big. And that's all come from funding from your community.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
100% retail. The fund right now in this bear market even is around 1.5 million of ADA
Yep.
of
Yep.
value.
Yep.
So it's a nice treasury.
Wow. Yeah, very, very nice treasury. So how do you guys hold that at the moment? How do you keep that secure? And because it's also a DAO,
Yes,
you don't want one person holding that, right? So how do you keep that all secure and managed?
Well, that's one of the first steps that we take was we started using a roundtable multi-sig wallet,
Yep.
and there's 9 designated by the DAO different key holders. So we need at least 7 of 9 signatures to move those funds, and they are secured over there. So we don't have control over anything. It's all of the DAO.
And in the future, we are planning to have a smart contract non-custodial infrastructure.
Yep.
But it's too early to that, but we are going in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess maybe in a couple of years it will be a fully decentralized organization. That's what we are aiming.
Yeah, there's a lot of groups that are working on the DAO infrastructure at the moment in the Cardano ecosystem, like ADAOZ, Summon, etc.
Yeah.
So they're all working very hard on making that all possible for everyone at the moment.
Yes, at the moment Cardano is in the very early stages in relation to smart contract infrastructure and web tooling. There is not a lot of tooling for the devs, so there is a lot of standards. So we are very early. We don't want to rush into developing our own solutions. We want to be part of the ecosystem and be consistent with the evolution of Cardano.
Yeah.
So that's going to take a while, but we are patient. Our community is patient, and we are going to get there.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So in terms of utility for the token,
Yes.
I'm assuming it's voting power. That's the one main thing.
Yes.
Is there any other utility that you have around the token as well?
Well, right now there is not too much utility. Right now, the main utility is on the NFT, which is is the one we use to make voting.
Yeah.
That's because the fungible token RATS is not yet well distributed. We are in that process. In the coming months, we are releasing our staking program. It's going to be a fully non-custodial, smart chain-based staking program. So it's quite a lot, and that will distribute most of the remaining RAT. So eventually, RAT will be the actual way to vote. But we are also bringing some other utilities, like we are trying to create like an ecosystem within the ecosystem. We can provide services and pay and earn in RAT.
Yeah.
That's what we are going to promote.
Yeah.
And we are about to start with new initiatives, educational ones. Mm-hmm. So you will hear very soon a few things that are going to be very interesting, not only for RatsDAO members, but also for non-RatsDAO.
Yeah.
Everybody will be able to buy the fungible token into secondary market. There are already a few, I guess 3 pools.
Yeah.
So that's where we are.
Very interesting. Okay, so we'll watch the space to see what is going on with the extra utility and whatnot.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
So if someone wants to participate and be a part of the RatsDAO ecosystem at the moment, how do I get in? What do I have to do?
Well, at the moment, the first thing that you need is one of our NFTs, and you get grab one of those on secondary market. And after you do that, you can go straight to our Discord and get verified over there, and then you get access to all the channels, and you can start participating from there. That's
if you don't have an NFT, you can also join the Discord. There's a lot of channels that don't require an NFT to be part of, but there are some of that you need to be an actual holder to.
Okay. What's the current floor price of the NFTs at the moment? I'm just wondering, what's the barrier to entry?
Well, there are 2 kind of NFTs right now. We have the Genesis token, which is around 300 ADA.
around 300.
300, and the governance, which is the more popular, is around 50 or 40.
45.
So it's pretty cheap right now to get into the DAO. Eventually, these NFTs are gonna to become anything else, because one of the main source of value of these NFTs is that through the staking program, which is coming, you will be able to get RAT from these NFTs. So the value of the NFTs has to do, from a financial perspective, with the RAT that you can get from it.
Right, so we should all run out and get our Rats NFTs right now.
yes, because right now with the price of ADA and the price of is very cheap.
As soon as the mechanism from staking it's set in and working, that's what going to start to happen.
Right now we don't have a lot of NFTs on secondary market. I think it's less than 2 or 3% of the total circulation.
Oh wow, that's not much.
That's not much. And with the second program up and running, it will be even less. So I guess the price is gonna jump in the near future. So if anyone wants to join, right now is a good moment.
Yeah. Okay. Not that we're giving anyone financial advice. That
No,
might not
no, of
happen. We got no idea what will happen to the price. So okay, all right, absolutely brilliant. So where can people go to find out more? I'm assuming you have a website or something that we can check it out.
RatsDAO.io.
Yep. Everything's
.io.
.io.
All the information is there. The white paper and all the stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant, guys. Thank you so much for educating me, learning a little bit more about RatsDAO and everything that you guys do. It sounds pretty cool. I'm looking forward to some of this extra utility and education that you're talking about as well that's coming up.
Well, thank you for spreading the word. We'll see you in Rare Bloom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Federico.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast. Gotta get it hype. Crypto is what we like, but this is not investment or financial advice. Gotta do your research, cause it's risky. We know it is. This show is educational and it's informative. Crypto's the future, really, it ain't no debate.